Hi, I'm Queen Silvy of the multiple award-winning The Queen Silvy Show. You want to expand and get noticed? Then come outside your box and into our world. Internet advertising has a real impact on global awareness and even sales, so let's make an impact together. Offering for a limited time advertising and sponsorship packages that excel your purpose. So contact Queen Silvy or Smooth Tim for the exciting opportunities that awaits. Yeah. Feeling overwhelmed, overweight, or out of sync with your health and body? Overtime Fitness Toledo. Need motivation and direction with your goals? Overtime Fitness Toledo. Here at Overtime Fitness, we strive to provide a warm, inviting, judgment-free, family-oriented atmosphere, offering customized and nutrition workout training. Because you are worth it. Give us a call and book your session today. 419-708-0005. Overtime Fitness Toledo. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram.
Hey, welcome to the Now You Know Show on another terrific Thursday evening. I am Smooth Tim, by the way. It is now my pleasure to introduce to you this lady to your right, my left, the queen, the world's sexiest granny, Queen Silvy.
What he said and more. Yes,
And
this
more.
is Queen Silvy. Welcome to a terrific Thursday. And now you know with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. I'm feeling a certain kind of way. Smooth, how are you?
I'm doing terrific on this Thursday, and Queen, might I ask, how are you doing?
As always, I'm supercalifragilistic.
Expialidocious, I suppose. It's 24/7, 365. Queen Silvy, might I say, you are just
I
simply
know.
amazing. Yes, you are.
Silly. I am amazing. But you are amazing, Smooth. You are amazing. We have a great show for you, great segments. Oh my God, spread the word around now, live on your social media platforms. But Smooth, we do have some announcements before we go any further, don't we?
Absolutely. Again, our hearts and prayers are going out to the world. There's all kinds of things going on, and there's flash floods, and there's pandemic and everything, and we are thinking about you. Every time
Absolutely.
we watch the news and we see this, our hearts just break. So our hearts and prayers and our thoughts are out to a lot of you in the world. Also, hey, take a moment to sign up for the Queen Silvy's Friends Club. You can do that by going to thequeensylvyshow.com and go into the contact button and go ahead and get into our friends list and get yourself signed up. And that if you'd be interested in getting onto the Tuesday segment of Sylvia Mid, that's a good way for you to let us know, and we can get you hooked up for that. That's a word guessing game. Good luck with that. Queen always makes everything a little bit difficult.
Well.
Also, don't forget, because you are worth it. That's right. Foxy 5 Jewelry. It is sassy, elegant, and affordable, fashionable jewelry and accessories just for you or that someone special. Get a hold of Monica Wright on Facebook or visit her website at www.foxy5jewelry.com.
That's right.
And if you are considering getting yourself a new home so you can create a lifetime of cherished memories, why not seek the counsel of a passionate friend who knows the housing market better than the back of her hand? That's right, call or text Realtor Melissa Tyson. She's passionate, knowledgeable, and best of all, she is here for you. 317-697-8786 or visit her website at Melissa Tyson at phantomrealty.com. I'm sorry, melissatyson.phantomrealty.com.
Yeah.
Another way to stay up with the Queen and I is to subscribe to our YouTube page. Again, that's easy to find. When you get to YouTube, just type in The Queen Silvy Show or The Now You Know Show and get yourself hooked up and subscribe. We appreciate it. Thank you so very, very much. Also, how your lawn looks says a lot about you, so put that lawn care into the care maintenance of someone who really does care. They're reasonable, experienced, reliable, and they are insured. Top-notch lawn care of Toledo. Commercial and residential services are available all year long. Call or text them for a free estimate. 419-708-0005. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I said too. Yeah.
Thank you,
Oh,
Smooth.
thank you. Thank you,
Hey,
Queen.
and thank you for tuning in on this terrific Thursday of Now You Know. Great segments in store for you, as well as my favorite segment, which is the question of the week. We have some great videos from people all over the world, professionals, wonderful people giving you their answer to the question of the week. Before we go any further, I'd like to give a few shout outs, if I may. Shout out to Asia, Aaliyah, Maya, Tay, Camille. Shout out to Queen Sonia, Kaki, Shanika, Brianna, Alana, Queen Precious, Cynthia Kelly, Pat Wilhelm McGiffin. Shout out to you, Alana. C. Shorty Franklin, shout out to you. Shout out to Amy Kanima. I know that that is Africa. Shout out to you, my good friend. Sassy Savage. Shout out to you. That is Mississippi. We have some more shout outs to give further down the line. You still have time to send your shout outs for yourself or someone that you love on our social media platforms where you are viewing the Queen Silvy Show. In fact, if you are watching this now live, we want you to know, Smooth and myself want you to know, we love and appreciate you.
Yeah,
And
now
if
you
you're
know.
watching, that's right. And if you're watching this later on archive, hey, our love is everlasting. We love and appreciate you.
Yes,
So
we sure do.
check out this very important message with a great purpose just for you. And when we get back, our first segment, You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pam, right here on Now You Know. If you're considering a new home to create a lifetime of loving memories, why not seek the counsel of a passionate friend who happens to know the housing market better than the back of your hand? Realtor Melissa Tyson at Phantom Realty can answer all your questions and consult you on property values and homeowner secrets. Call or text Realtor Melissa Tyson. She's passionate, knowledgeable, and here for you. Yes, indeed. Listen, not just on a Tuesday, where we're here, a terrific Tuesday, and the multiple award winning The Queen Silvy Show, but even here tonight on a terrific Thursday, we bring the best of live entertainment, talents, and topics. We have advertisements with the best messages, all for you in mind. And, also, Smooth, I wanted to say that I wanted to thank our this past Tuesday's guest on the show. We had United Kingdom's Yitka Krizova, who is a multiple award-winning grooming expert and the owner of Vita Canis, 100% natural products
That
for
was
your
very
pets and you.
informative
It was very good.
conversation. Yeah,
And
was a
that
good
is available
conversation.
on your social media platforms and the YouTube channel as well. So go ahead and get yourself caught up. You'll love that information. So, without further ado, let me introduce to you our first segment, which is so very popular and very touching. Pamela Anderson is taking care of her mom, who is currently in stage 6 of dementia. So she's sharing her story, her journey, her experience, inspiring and motivating when you are not alone. Dementia Talk with Pamela.
Hello. I hope your day is going well. You are watching You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela Anderson. I'd like to say thanks for watching. Hi, I'm Pamela Anderson, caregiver and companion for my mom, Lucille Boyd, who has dementia. Now, over the past 7 weeks, we have shared very informative and enlightening information about my new norm, dementia. Dementia is a thing, but I have found out over my journey that I am not alone. So, what is dementia? It is not a disease. It's a group of symptoms that affect the brain's ability to perform daily tasks. So what type of dementia do you have? Dementia has different forms of dementia. You have the Alzheimer's disease, which is a progressive brain disease that affects your behavior. The next, we have the Lewy body's disease. That's when they seem to act out their dreams. The next, we would have the vascular dementia. And that comes about with a series of small strokes. And it progresses with additional strokes. Next, we have the frontal temporal dementia. And that's the most common form of dementia that affect you under the age of 60. Now, dementia does not happen overnight. It goes through stages. There are 7 stages of dementia. Now, stages 1, 2, and 3 are considered the pre-dementia stage. That's because there's no significant changes in the brain functions. The next, we have the mild dementia at stage 4. Now, around about that time, you need to consult your family physician so you can get a proper diagnosis, because some of the stages that you are experiencing in stage 3 could start to affect your daily life. Now, we're going to stage 5. 5 is considered moderate dementia. And that's because they need some assistance in handling their daily affairs. So when you move on to stage 6, it's considered the severe dementia. And so my mom's in stage 6, and she needs full-time care. When you move into stage 7, you have the severest dementia, and that's because they lose their motor skills and their verbal skills, and they need total care to handle everything. Now get up to speed with all our past segments of You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela. You can check us out on my new group Facebook page, You're Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela, where you'll see videos. We have some very informative information and much more. So tune in. Now, next, I'd like to have you join my team, You Are Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela's Walk to End on Tidiness. Now, so tune in. I also would like to invite you to join my new Dementia Facebook support group, You Are Not Alone, Dementia Talk with Pamela, so you can stay informed, you can be enlightened, and you can join in the conversation. This is Pamela Anderson. I am here for you, and I can be reached on Facebook. And remember, you're not alone.
Yes. You are not alone. Dementia Talk with Pam. And she means what she says, because I've heard her say it once and say it twice. She mean it. Go to her Facebook group page. You're not alone. Dementia Talk with Pam. Join in with the Alzheimer's walk. Oh, she mean it. And she'll repeat it and say it again because it is important. And I thank you, Pam, for taking the time. And yes, 7 weeks. I can't believe it's been 7 weeks. She's been there from the beginning of our intro for You're Not for Now You Know, with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. And I thank you. We have some that's been aboard for 5 weeks, 4 weeks, and you are invited too as well. We'll give you more information of that later down the line on the show today.
Right.
But getting things going continuously, we have all the favorite LPs Flavor review, where he goes around in restaurants around in the United States and tell you what he thinks about the food. This week he's at Arby's checking out the Hush Puppy breaded fish sandwich. Aha! What's that like?
I didn't know Arby's had a breaded hush puppy.
I didn't either. I don't know where he's
Hush
doing
puppy
this from.
breaded fish sandwich.
Yeah, some don't have it depending on where you're located, because I have not heard of it.
Sounds curious.
Let's find out. LP's Flavor review right here on Now You Know. Interesting.
Arby's got a new sandwich out, y'all. It's a Hush Puppy breaded fish sandwich. And we definitely about to go see what this about, man. A Hush Puppy breaded fish sandwich? They really do got the meats. Arby's, Arby's, Arby's. They have the meats. Okay then. There it is. All right, Arby's. Let's check y'all out for the one time. This is the Hush Puppy fish sandwich, and you see that no pickles. So I don't know where to get that Samantha name from though. But yeah, but that's what it is. The drive-through ticket. And it's in a wrapper. It says crispy fish on it. Let's take the panties off this bitch. It looks kind of heavy. This is breaded with Hush Puppies, like Long John Silver's. Has tomato on it, lettuce. There it is, hand breaded fish sandwich, and it's breaded with Hush Puppies seasoning, I guess. The bun is pretty soft. Got tomatoes and lettuce on it. It has tartar sauce, you know. So there that is, yo. Let's check it out. The hand breaded Hush Puppy fish sandwich from Arby's. Flavorful. Now this is a nice tender piece of fish. The Hush Puppies seasoning is it's pretty damn good, man. Like, it's different. It's so tender and juicy, man. Like, I can't explain it. It's a nice piece of fish. Man, this shit banging right here. All they need is a little cheese on it. But man, the hand-breaded Hush Puppy fish sandwich, I think it's tasty. It's good, man. It tastes like a Hush Puppy. So it tastes like a hush puppy and a piece of fish merged into one, you know, to make this combining flavor on this soft piece of fish that goes well with the tomato, the little lettuce, you know, the lettuce is a little sloppy though, but the little lettuce and the tartar sauce, man, is real good, nice and creamy, you know, kind of tastes like a mayo. But, you know, Arby's did a good thing with this one right here, man. I definitely will be eating this again, you know what I'm saying? I probably eat this motherfucker every day. So, out of 10, Arby's for the hand-breaded fish sandwich. Out of 10, my boy. My boy, look at that. I give y'all a good 8.7 out of 10, man. This is a good sandwich, y'all, right here, Arby's, man. You know, Arby's, they have the meats. They do different things. And this right here is a winner right here. One of the best fish sandwiches on the market right now. Best of both worlds. Hush puppy and fish.
Well.
Check your Arby's for that there hush puppy breaded fish sandwich.
I'll be right back, Queen.
It's going to check for that hush puppy breaded fish sandwich. That's how you do it. Bring back two. No, I'm curious on that one there. I mean,
there's this one down the street after the show. I might go try that out.
I'm curious if it's here. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's right. He's in Texas, right?
That one was, I believe, in Texas. So hey.
Or he might have been. He didn't say where he was at. As a matter of fact, he moves around the United States.
Yes,
so
he
never
does.
really know where
Yes,
he might show up.
And thank you, LP, for that nice version of LP's Flavor Review. Tune in next week for something else. In fact, if you have a suggestion of what you would like to see LP try, hey, hit us up at queensylviacomic.com. You can follow his page, his YouTube channel, LP's Flavor Review. Now we're going to get into my favorite segment, which is the question of the week, because I love when people take the time to not just answer the question, but send in their video answer just for you. And it is very important. So, hey, you can always send to me your answer even after today's show, a question of the show, and let me know. But this week's question of the week is, what 3 things or more you can't live without? And we're going to do the first segment, which is Uncle Leroy. We all know Uncle Leroy, favorite of the Queen Silvy Show and friend of yours. You just don't know it. We have Uncle Leroy Tamar Easley, and Lorenzo Gabaniza out of Italy. Right here on Now You Know, letting you know what 3 things they can't
live without.
Hey, what's that? Oh, yeah. My girlfriend's back from school. Hey, this Uncle Leroy. 3 things I cannot live without. My girlfriend, ain't she pretty? I can't live without my government chick. And the Queen Silvy Show. Ooh, the Queen Silvy Show, my chick, and my girlfriend.
Hey, it's Tay again for the Now You Know show. And the question is, what are 3 things I cannot live without? And I could be a smart ass and say like air, food, and water, but I'm not going to even go there. The first thing is the love and support of my family and friends. I mean, that's a common theme here if you've been watching this show each week or listening in. And the second thing is music. I'm in my office right now. I just can't. I cannot live without music. It gets me up in the morning, helps me fall asleep at night. It's just super important. And the last thing would be GPS. I have the worst direction skills, like in the history of humans and dinosaurs and everything. So yeah, I got to have my Google Maps. All right, take care. Now you know.
Hi, everybody. This is a simple question for me. I can't live without music, poetry, and above all, love. Well, who can? Can you? I really can't. Love is what put in motion the two other things I said before. Love is in music. Love is in poetry. Love is life. Bye.
Absolutely.
Yes. Lorenzo said it best. Tamar said it best, and Uncle Leroy said it in a funny kind of a way. But nevertheless, speak your mind, say your say, and I appreciate this. Let's get it on because we're just getting started.
I want someone to say hi to a couple people watching. Hi,
Oh.
hi Pam. Hi, Brian. Hi, Cynthia. Hi,
Hi.
Kimberly. Hi, Tawana. Hi, Lorenzo. Hi, Michael. Hi, Brian.
Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for watching us.
Absolutely. So, and 3 things you cannot live without. Let's check out what Shanette Starks, Monica Wright, and Angie Akers has to say about that right here on Now You Know.
The 3 things I can't live without are God, my kids, and my grandkids. I can't live without God because without Him, none of this would be possible. I can't live without my kids because they're the reason I am the woman I am today. I can't live without my grandkids because when they see me and they yell Nima, it brightens up my world.
Hey Queen, it's Monica Wright. So I can't live without Jesus. I can't live without helping people. I cannot live without being independent. I can't live without making money. Can't live without my significant other. I definitely cannot live without my peace and my sanity, my freedom, or being unapologetically me.
Okay, great question. 3 things I can't live without. Okay, number 1, it's going to be faith. So I wouldn't be nowhere without my faith, right? Because faith is what pushes me along and gets me through those hard times and knowing that God got my back and everything is okay. Number 2, I would say family. Okay, so I need family in my life because I need those people that support me and push me along, people I can give my love to, and all that jazz. We don't have to go into that. Let's see. Number 3, I would say my camera. I can't live without this. Like, even though it may be a profession, it's also my peace. I love capturing memories and moments because it reminds you of the things that you've gone through, or reminds you of the beauty of the world. So I need those kind of reminders in my life. So that would be my 3. Yeah, that would be my 3. I mean, I know I picked camera over food, but you get my gist.
Absolutely.
Yes, I do. I can't even name 3. So some if you notice, Monica Wright named like 8 things, and that is so awesome. If you know, you know. That's right.
And it's nice to have a hobby. I like the camera hobby.
Yeah, I love everything that
I like
everyone's
taking
saying.
pictures too. We have camera hobbies.
Yes, we do. Yes,
our
we
whole
do.
family's a camera hobby. Crazy.
Yeah, Angie Akers is a professional photographer down in the DFW, Texas area. If you're there, hey, you need to look her up on Facebook and get yourself connected. As well as Monica Wright. She is the owner of Foxy 5 Jewelry. Go and get yourself connected. You're worth all of these things. Shanette Starks is the owner of La Frida's cleaning service out of the Glass City. Lorenzo Gabaniza is a musician doing so much, as well as Tamar's some jack of all trades. She does a lot of fantastic things, as well as these next 3: Cynthia, Kim Sutton, and I always want to say her name, Shauna Sana Anderson, right here on Now You Know.
Better you than me pronouncing some of these names. You know, they'd be mad at me. We'd be getting emails,
Well,
hate
please
mail.
forgive me if
What
I
did you
did
do
it
to my
wrong.
name? I'm like, well, I had Tim pronounce it.
Well, I give it a try.
There you go.
Hi, my name is Cynthia, and the three things that I cannot live without is laughter. Laughter is what brings me joy and lifts me up. 2 is freedom. I have to be free to fly and flourish and be who I am. And 3 is I absolutely cannot live without my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, because without him, I am nothing. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Kim Sutton, and I'm here to answer the question, the 3 things that I can't live without. I will not say the obvious, but I will say some of the things that I may take for granted. One is water. I use water every day, whether it's for cooking, cleaning, even using in my hair on a daily. Water, we need that to nourish ourselves, our hair, etc. The next, I will want to say nature. I live here in Toledo, Ohio. Our weather, we get the 4 seasons, and I can pick out pros from each season that I really enjoy. The third thing would be the fact that entertainment and sports. I love having a good time. I'm a big football fan, tennis, and basketball. Those are the 3 things that I cannot live without. Have a good day.
Good morning. My name is Sana Anderson, and I'm here today to answer the question, what are 3 things that I can't live without? The 3 things that I can't live without are my loving family, my loving fiance, and the love of God. My family continuously encourages me to always be better, to always move forward, to always do the best that I can do, and to always accomplish my goals. They've always been there for me to be my greatest cheerleaders. They've always been my greatest fans, always giving me the most loving support, all the encouraging words, anything that a family could possibly do to uplift someone and show them that they are loved. My family continuously shows me on a daily basis how much I mean to them. The love of God that I've received and the overflowing blessings that I received throughout my life has always given me the encouragement and the endurance to always move forward and to always be the best that I can be. I recognize my blessings and I appreciate them all. Thank you, and have a blessed day.
Yes,
Absolutely.
indeed. Yes. Hey, listen, I want to say I love and appreciate you all. Beautiful, intelligent, and very kind people giving your answers to the Now You Know show question of the week.
Yeah.
And there's one more set that we'd like to give to you. Cain Patino is born blind and autistic. He is a Christian rapper. And we also have Melissa Mishukowski and comedian Dee Snow. Now, Dee Snow is the last one on there, and she's going to tell you a bunch of things that she dislike. Nevertheless, we welcome them all right here on Now You Know.
She's a comedian. She's one of your
She's
friends.
a comedian and a good comedian, yes.
How all you guys are.
I love it.
Okay. I love you guys, too.
God bless you guys. This is Superstar Cain Patino. Once again, here to answer this week's question. What are the 3 most important things you cannot live without? It's another great question. Number 1, I have to say this one first of all, is my Lord and Savior, because if it wasn't for the Lord and Savior, none of us would have absolutely no chance of getting into heaven, because he's the one who died on the cross for each and every single one of our sins. So it's through him and through our faith in him that we get to heaven. Number 2 is my family. My family brings me so much joy in my life. The Lord definitely knew what he was doing when he gave me my family. Because if it wasn't for my family, I'd go so crazy in my life. I'd be so miserable and lonely without my family. And that's a fact. Number 3, music. When everything is going wrong in my life and nothing seems to cheer me up, my music and listening to music is what brings me joy. That's what motivates me and pushes me to keep going with my life. I love you guys. Thank you for listening and watching, and God bless you.
Hi, I'm Melissa, and 3 things that I cannot live without right now. Right now, currently, I found out are my car, my coffee, and my workouts. I need all 3 of those things in order to feel complete every day. So, I'm Melissa. You can find me on Facebook at Coffee and Confidence with Miss Melissa or at pharmacyus.com/Miss Melissa. And I'll be here next week. Thank you.
Let me see. It's Mama D, the comedian. Hello, Queen Silvy. How are you, my dear? And Tim. I'm just going to say, if I had to say 3 things that I dislike, well, I got a list, honey. 1, I'm starting to like you people walking around with no mask. Let's be straight up with that one. Who are you listening to? And secondly, buying stuff off Facebook that ain't the truth. Thirdly, I told you I got a list. You can use this how you want to. You ready? Putting people's name in obituaries that shouldn't be there just because you need a day off. That ain't how that go. Okay? You just can't go around being in somebody's obituary, lying to kick it till the death, and on tombstones and shit. Yeah, I got a problem with a lot of y'all. Where do we begin? Where do I start? It's Mama D and I'm out. And I'm driving. I gotta go. Peace.
I told you, get ready.
That's an interesting one. You write an obituary in so that you can get your day off.
Wow, that's deep.
That's deep.
That's low. I'm not going to go there.
No,
That's comedian D. There. You can look her up. Mama D is also what she's known as on Facebook. I'm telling you, I appreciate everyone. And you are more than welcome to hit us up at queensylvia@comic.com or go to the website, thequeensylvyshow.com, if you yourself have experienced a story, a hobby, something that you'd like to motivate or share. Come on aboard our platform as we are about to begin. Now you know 2. That's right. Who knows, it may be a 3 because we are here for you and we are here to bring you the best. And I appreciate everyone's segment. We have another Talking with TeeLatrice. She's out of Columbus, Ohio. Very motivating, inspirational, sharing her life story, what she's learned, and how you cannot necessarily follow the footsteps, but how to handle and deal with life and a lot of things that life gives to you. So I present to you Talking with TeeLatrice on Now You Know, with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim.
What up, world? It's your girl TeeLatrice coming to you from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you for joining me for another episode of Talking with TeeLatrice. Today we're going to be discussing clearing out clutter, letting go of the old so that you can bring in the new. Letting go of old things. Sometimes we hold on to things mentally, physically, and what I want you to try to understand is that when you hold on to things, it's hard to let anything else in. Have you ever thought about so many things that you become so overwhelmed, you feel like your brain is going to bust because you got all this stuff in your head, stuff that you've been carrying for years. You've just been thinking about it and thinking about things that you want to do, places you want to go, just everything. So it becomes clutter. Or even think about your home, in your closets. Maybe you're collecting a lot of things old things that need to be thrown out, clothes that are too small, just things. You just keep piling them up. It's becoming clutter. Okay. Well, what I need you to understand is that if you don't let go of the old things, you can't bring anything new. If you're still carrying around old habits, the way that you used to do things, and you're not allowing yourself to open up mentally to new things, then guess what? You become stuck. You stay stuck in that place, and you're not able to move forward into the new. So what I want you to do moving forward, what I want you to take away from today is that it's very important to get rid of the old in order to bring in the new. It's like space. So look at it in a sense of space, clearing out space. Because if you have a room so big and you put a lot of stuff in that room, you don't have any more room to put anything else, right? So it's the same thing with your mind and your space. Because when you have things cluttered, it's a mental thing. So if you're cluttered mentally, or if your home is cluttered, then that means that there's something going on with you mentally. You need to tap into that and look into what is causing you to hold on to things. What is causing you to not move forward in your life? It could be that clutter. So I want you to think about clearing out your space. As always, I'll use myself as an example. Before I discovered my purpose and who I am, I had a lot of things built up mentally in my mind. I was literally on the verge of insanity, a brink of a nervous breakdown, because I had so much clutter from the past following me. I was carrying it into my future. So at this point that I finally discovered my purpose, I couldn't take it anymore. Like, I literally couldn't put anything else on my mind because I had been stressing myself out, thinking about things over and over and over and over again. Old things that I should have gotten rid of a long time ago. So the one technique that I told you guys about earlier on in the series, writing a letter, getting that thing out, or going into that closet, clearing those things out, getting rid of things. Because when you give, you receive. So it's important that you give those old things away, or throw them away if no one can use them, so that you can bring in more, bring in better. So one of the things that I did, I got rid of a lot of my old clutter. When I started working on myself mentally, I started clearing out the old clutter. I gave away so many clothes and so much stuff because I didn't want to carry it into my future. So after I got rid of that stuff and I started working on myself and I got rid of that brain clutter by writing those things down and ripping them up, oh my God, you guys, I felt so free mentally, physically. I was able to walk around my home and I just felt more free. And surprisingly, after I got rid of all those clothes, it was clothes that I really liked, but I had been carrying them for a while. Oh my gosh, my wardrobe became even better. I got even better stuff. So one of the things I want you guys to work on is clearing out that clutter, clearing out that space so that you can make room for the new things, so that you can grow. I am so excited though, because next week we're going to be discussing the 7 spiritual laws of success. So each week we're going to go over a different law. This is going to totally change your life. Once again, thank you guys for joining me. I ain't going to let nothing stop me. Don't let nothing stop you, because we out. When I say we out, we out. Thank you for joining me. It's your girl, TeeLatrice. Peace and love.
Want the best for your dog? Then see Yitka, owner at Vita Canis, specializing in aromatherapy products for dogs and their owners. Here at Vita Canis, we help you to naturally and organically improve the health and happiness of your dog. Check out the website, www.vitacanis.co.uk. You can also find us on Instagram and Facebook.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
I love TeeLatrice. She give me when she go, peace. That's what's up. Hey, I'm
Yeah, I
looking.
like that, and you really should get rid of some of that
Absolutely,
crap.
absolutely.
That crap does you absolutely no good, but mess with your mind, mess with your
Clean
body.
that stuff out.
She keep it on 100, folks.
That's right. Tune in next week because I know I am excited and looking forward to my next lesson and motivation from talking with TeeLatrice. Hey, you know what? I'm thanking you for tuning in, for spreading the word, for being here for me because I am definitely here for you. I love to be your friend. You can get yourself connected with Queen Silvy Show Friends Club. It's totally free. Simply send us your contact information at queensylvia@comic.com and get yourself connected. I'd love for you to do that. I'd love for you to also hit me up that way, the email queensylvia@comic.com or on the website, thequeensylvyshow.com, and get yourself signed up to play the game Sylvia Mid every Tuesday for your chance at cash, baby, cash. No matter where you are in the world,
We love
got
giving
cash
away
and
free
prizes.
stuff.
Yes, we certainly do. And these are ways that you can obtain those very good things. Listen, if you are a talent, if you have a gift, if you have a hobby, an experience, and a story, whatever it is, hey, if you cook good chicken, hey, show us how you do it. Whatever it is, sky's the limit, long as it's legal. But you can hit us up at queensylvia@comic.com and get yourself in the platform of Now You Know with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim.
Absolutely.
You good?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he is good.
I'm always good, Queen.
I've been enjoying this whole day today.
You know what I found really interesting, though, when in the segment when you're asking about the 3 things that people cannot live without, I believe well over half said they cannot live without God or
Absolutely.
Jesus in their life.
Better believe it. You better have that faith and get on with it, okay? I do. Hey, before we get on with our next and last final segment, Tim's Tid Bits, because that is hot. I'm waiting for whatever it is he's going to be talking about. I want to give a couple of more shout outs, if I may. Renita Easley, Jonathan and Jonathan Jr., LaRon and Tyron. Those are some kings and queens. Shout out to you. Webster Reader Hostile Flow out of Johannesburg, South Africa. Shout out to you. Smooth, we're going to get things going and get it further. I believe his guest is here. Right?
Yes, he is.
All right. Well, let's begin this very good segment entitled Tim's Tid Bits right here on Now You Know.
Gotta wait for
Boom.
Boom, 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 boom.
And I mean boom. You are something.
And we're about to get going here with Tim's Tid Bits.
That's right. Well, I got a few more shout outs. Have a few more shout outs that I like to give, if I may, anyways. Queen D. Brown, Edith Verhoek. Edith is out of the Netherlands. Shout out to you. Melody Gore Dodd. Shout out to you. Miguel Montalban out of Spain. Shout out to you. Brian Pearson. Shout out to you. I believe Smooth got you on earlier today. Mandy Story. Jay and Liam Smith out of the Netherlands. Shout out to you, as well as Angela Baker out of the Netherlands. Zeotech Emmanuel is out of Africa. Shout out to you. So, hey, keep it coming. We'd love to get you shouted out and represent you or anyone you love or know or just want to give them a shout out. Hit us up. We'll get you on Thursdays, Now You Know, or Tuesdays, the Queen Silvy Show. So, Smooth, are you there? You good?
I believe I've got my guest.
Well, here's Tim's Tid Bits just for you.
Are you there, Brian?
I am.
Hey, there he is. How are you? Thank you so very much for joining us.
Absolutely.
Hey, Brian.
How are you, Queen?
Glad to have you on the show.
Nice.
How's everything in your neighborhood today?
A little shaky, but you know, I'm taking the I'm rolling with the punches.
Yeah, we're kind of rainy here in Ohio.
Oh, it just started raining here, so
Hang in there.
Anyhow, on tonight's show, wanted to get into a couple of different topics, and one of them is something I found interesting, and I've been seeing some conversation on the various news shows, is the right to self-repair. I think we're getting an echo in the background.
You got speaker on?
Yeah, my speaker's on.
You need speaker off.
Off? How do you turn it off?
No.
No? What?
He just had it up too loud.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you're okay. In any regard, that would be the right to self-repair, and that would go as far, and I believe it was back in May, the Federal Trade Commission published a report about anti-competitive repair restrictions in the United States, and actually that was really more directed to like Apple and some of these other companies that have proprietary outlets or stores where you can go in and get your phone repaired. And the same thing goes with some of these automobiles now that they're putting these chips in, where you have to have proprietary software to be able to even repair your car, a simple repair that you and I used to be able to do some time ago. What are your thoughts about that, Brian?
Well, I will tell you, I used to own a cell phone store in upstate New York, and when Nextel had their phones, I self-taught myself how to fix these phones. An Apple came in. I had the first clue how to get into those things, let alone how to repair them. I can remember with the Apple product one time, I had one of those little shuffles, and I had the headphones in, and I accidentally shut it in the car door and dragged it down the road. And I had no way of even thinking about knowing how to get into it. But, like I said, even if you did get into them, how do you fix them? And it's so, complex, and especially with all the encryption inside of it, it's almost impossible.
Yeah, I think that's what some people don't understand is, they say, well, can I get into my phone or can I get into my automobile with just a simple software? And it's like, no, because they have something that they call source code, which scrambles that so that you're not going to just be getting into it with any type of software. It's proprietary. You're going to have to purchase that software should you want to be able to repair.
Well, I mean, look at about, I don't know, probably about 8 or 9 months ago, I bought the wife a used vehicle, and we noticed some, maintenance issues that we had to take care of. And luckily, I got a nice mechanic down the street, works in his backyard. Great, does awesome work. We did all the mechanical kind of stuff, and everything was tip-top shape. We got it inspected with the New York State inspection, and maybe a week later, I go out and crank. Nothing. But the bottom line is, even with a 2003 Infiniti, I still had to have it towed to the dealer. The dealer then told me that I needed a computer, but I mean, they could sell me a $1,700 computer, or I could find one myself. But luckily, I had that ability from working in old garages over the years, being a tow truck operator as well, that I actually located a computer, had it brought to them in less than 2 days. So we programmed the computer at the dealership, which was, a fee, which wasn't that bad actually, but still, it was still a fee because it was their software. They had to program all 3 of my keys to make sure they all worked. But it's not like a car, like a 1970 Chevelle or, 65 Mustang where you can just get right in and get your elbows dirty,
Right, and I just got rid of our 2000 Jeep. We had a 2000 Jeep for a long time. And I liked it because I could lift up the hood and I can sit up in there and I could fix anything. I didn't have to worry about all these onboard computers. And yeah, that's the whole thing that really screws me up is I can't do it anymore. I can have a little, as you say, a sputter in my car. I can't do anything about it.
Well, and then you go on with this Infiniti here, not to cut you off or anything. That computer's bad from the recycling facility. So I locate another one out of New Jersey. I get it shipped to me. That one's 7 days out. bring it up there. I gotta go through the program process again. Don't forget the 3 keys: one for the wife, one for me, and one for the automatic car starter, because it needs that constant chip in the car to let it know that it can start.
Right.
So, luckily, I mean, I've always been afraid of a dealer and what I've heard of dealers, but actually, they didn't really bang me that hard. They did get me for about just under $1,100, but they did a lot of work engine wise, like with that computer and stuff. So any other time I'd be so afraid of the dealer, but with all the software and all these tips and all this stuff, people are going to be pretty much forced to go to a dealer, and let alone in New York State by 2030, the state is mandating all new vehicles be electric vehicles sold off of car lots, off of brand new car lots. So you're thinking complex now. Think about 2030, and we're only 9 years away.
That's real interesting.
Some full junkyards.
And I wonder how the Federal Trade Commission is going to handle all this. Besides, I mean, it's going to be very expensive, even if you decide to do it yourself. But I was shocked. I was shocked at the price of batteries for these new cars.
Oh yeah, a friend of mine had the Toyota Prius. Well, she still does, and luckily, it was like 3 months before her warranty went out of almost $8,000 for these batteries that were covered within 3 months. Had she not read the literature, had she just thrown her hands up and said, "I quit," $8,000.
Wow.
How can the ordinary Joe afford an $8,000 replacement on a 5-year-old car?
Wow.
Well, hers was a little older, but
still,
I don't know how she got it done, but she got it done. Luckily.
I'd be living in that car then. I'm like, look, this car costs more than a house, baby.
Well,
there's not even much room to live in a Prius as it is. It's like a matchbox.
Well, next topic. Expensive. That's the next topic. We go on to facial recognition.
Ooh.
And you see them in airports, you see them on the street, you see them all over the place. And have you encountered them, or what are your thoughts on the facial recognition systems that are out there?
Well, I'll tell you what, I can only imagine, what they're doing with the information. I went into a hospital and I saw my face get scanned before I went into the emergency room, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought you were only going to take my temperature here. But anyway, I see my face. Unfortunately, recently I've gone through some unemployment where they held up my benefits for almost 7 weeks and really put things in a tizzy until I had to log on to the software, and my phone had to scan my face like I was Robotron. Remember the old video game?
Right.
Yeah, like Tron. And I was like, wow, this is so real. And it scanned my face to make sure that I looked like my driver's license.
Right.
Don't you find that intriguing? I'm glad that you mentioned that. I came across an article, Brian. The FBI officially maintains what they call the Next Generation Identification Interstate Photo System, better known as NGI.IPS, a database containing photos of people accused and or convicted of civil and criminal proceedings. Well, that's okay, isn't it? No, not at all, because in May, the Government Accountability uncovered that the FBI database has 412 million photos, which includes photos of people not even targeted in any type of investigation that was acquired through state licensing for your ID.
Well,
so the states were uploading your photo with your information to the FBI to this facial recognition database.
Well, hopefully, I mean, if my photo ends up in the recognition database, I still my license expires in 2028. I just got it renewed, so it still has my permanent photo on there from when I was 17. So maybe I'll get a little pass or something.
I thought it was kind of interesting in the reliability. I know that I've seen this a couple of times on TV when they first started kind of covering this a few months back. I've seen some of these where, especially when it comes to the African American culture, the facial recognition system's accuracy decreases significantly, and they can be misidentified, and look at the problems that could create.
Yeah, I don't think I'd want to be on that end of the spectrum. Even if I wasn't African American, say I looked like, they all say we have a twin. What
Right.
happens if that twin's photo's in there and I might look like that twin that's somewhere's far away? That could even, cause some kind of repercussion.
Right.
Yeah, you wonder why all of a sudden, you got ganked by about 20 cops and they thought you were some type of serial killer. What the heck?
Yeah, that wouldn't be a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know. And, speaking of the popo, I wanted to also go into a little bit of DNA. And since we're talking about facial recognition, let's get into DNA. It's all biometrics. And I do know that the police were able to solve a 30-year-old crime that happened in California. They called the guy the Hillside Strangler. They was able to finally capture this guy out of a cold case that was reopened based upon DNA that was sent into one of these sites where you can trace your ancestry. and the police at that time had unlimited access to this DNA. I know that they're trying to come up with some regulations now, but police access to your DNA, and that's your privacy. That's your family's privacy. Do you think that they should just be able to dip into this, and then what are they doing with it?
I don't believe so, because in New York, at least New York, there's a law that if you're charged with a misdemeanor, they're allowed to take your DNA and put it in a database. But if you're not charged with a misdemeanor or any kind of crime, and you subscribe to Ancestry.com and submit that kind of DNA, who's to say that they can just sell your stuff like that and not keep your trust? You're trusting Ancestry to not do that.
Right. Third party.
Yeah, they're saying that, what is that? They have 1.3 million profiles just on GED Match. This is one of them. And so there's millions and millions out there. That's the kind of stuff that bothers me, the invasion of my privacy, so to speak.
Big brother.
It reminds me a lot. I always reference back to the old book by George Oswald, 1984. And where they get up and Big Brother is, citizens stand up, citizen go to your job, citizen don't reappropriate. They didn't allow any of that either. It's that just seems like so much to where you're getting controlled and the government's telling you what to do. And we got into a little bit of conversation, especially with your DNA. That's just a unique identifier.
Oh, absolutely.
And where are they going to go with that?
Oh, I could tell you a story, maybe off the air, about a DNA profile of somebody that I worked with, and I'll tell you that after. But it was amazing what they could get off of a cigarette butt, let alone a voluntary sample that you would send into Ancestry.
Or
Can you
your
imagine
cup.
that?
You just had to sip the cup or anything. So many ways.
Oh,
haven't we watched Forensic Files enough?
Oh, heck yeah.
Where they obtain the cup.
See how they're just spying on our DNA?
Oh yeah, science gets people into prison and science gets them out. This one poor lady that luckily had another child that had the same problem that her son that died, that they said killed him, had the child. His name was JR, and luckily he had the disease that the other child died from, that the scientists accidentally said that he was poisoned with glycol.
Wow.
Antifreeze.
Wow.
Accidentally, so somebody's wrongfully committed.
Right. So that new child saved his mother's life.
Wow.
From prison.
Interesting.
Yeah, see, that's the stuff that bothers me. Is it can be easily misused and misconstrued. And how do they determine an expert? One other, and I know I only talking about 3 topics, but I had one that really came to my mind the other day What do you think about cryptocurrency?
Cryptocurrency, I honestly think it's very dangerous. Not only it's dangerous, and it I've seen so many stories on it to where people signed up for the cryptocurrency and they lost their password.
Yep.
This one guy lost 454 million dollars. He's trying. This was in London. He's trying to get the officials to let him dig through a landfill because he threw his hard drive away, and they'll give him $50 million if he gets it. It can be dangerous. Number one, and number two, who knows when the whole thing's gonna
Bottom out.
fall, and
Right.
bottom out.
Hackers,
You
they
got
love
your
that.
dad.
They love that method.
And I think I agree with you 100%. Is where's the security and who's really regulating all of this? Is the Federal Trade Commission involved in regulating how this is done?
That I haven't gotten into yet. I every time I see crypto coin or Bitcoin or something, I just kind of like,
Yeah, I'm just
I
kind
think
of cringe because I don't know. It's like, where is the stability behind this market besides the fact, as long as it's popular, I'm making money.
You know what? To me, it's only popular to hackers who go after these companies and they want the money, the ransom in Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yesterday I was playing my Mississippi Stud poker game on my phone. I bet $5 million, got 2 kings on the first card, and then I ended up getting I don't know, it was like $180 million or something like that, which pushed my score up to I'm at 3 trillion right now.
Wow.
On my game, and that's what I think. I think it's the same as Bitcoin. It's all fake.
Right.
Yeah, fake money.
Yeah, can I cash in on that? Can I cash that in?
I got cash that's here at my house that I know I can go to the store.
Right.
I don't know if I go with this cryptocurrency, if they're gonna be like, "What's this?"
Right. You stand at the grocery store holding your phone, showing them you got this much money. They're gonna come this way, sir.
Now, I did find it interesting that there are some places like Walmart, some of these other bigger chains that are starting to take Bitcoin, right? But they said if you would look at the transaction rather on your Bitcoin, you'd see that they actually turned it into U.S. currency before they accepted the money.
Really?
So they're not in actuality accepting Bitcoin. They're taking your Bitcoin, but they're turning it into money, dinero, before they're going to accept it. Which seems smart to me.
So I'm curious, what weighs more, the Bitcoin as it sits, or Bitcoin after Walmart takes it?
Good question.
Good question. Because I don't know. I don't know if they take any type of skim for doing that or not.
Yeah.
But I found
I get these ads on my phone every now and again because, I'm still doing my little sweat coin thing where that's just, for walking every day, you get rewarded little coins, but they're not like cryptocurrency. And you have to watch an ad and that crypto coin currency comes up and no, I'm not sending you my money to get a crypto coin card.
Right?
I don't see FDIC on this.
Yeah, I remember seeing them about, I don't know, they started being popular about 3 years ago, maybe 2-3 years ago, and I'd see them around in the stores, and I was just like, I just don't know. Can't see it happen, Brian. Can't see it happening.
I mean, just recently I started trusting PayPal. So, I know I'm 10 years behind the wagon wheel, but
I understand.
$3.95, throw a little cash on there, say a couple $100. You can't get burnt that bad because it's not linked. I don't have it linked to my checking account. No one can wipe me out overnight. Worst case scenario, $200.
I'll tell you what, I don't do the gift card thing anymore either, since you hear about the people skimming those.
Yeah, but I did notice that I bought a gift card for someone last weekend. They're well packaged nowadays, but still proceed with caution with those.
Mm-hmm. I would. We should proceed with caution and all this stuff that we just discussed a little earlier.
Absolutely.
Think about it. How do you want to live your life, and how do you want to maintain the freedoms that we are all fighting for all the time? Sure, we have our differences, but we're all heading the same direction. We want to live free.
I was just thinking, and I've been reading, I know it might be off topic here a little bit, but about all these unfortunate COVID cases and deaths and unvaccinated and vaccinated and people for and people against. I just sit there in my bed sometimes and say, when is this world going to get back to normal? And when is the advancement of technology going to slow down a little bit?
When people stop believing everything they see.
Yeah.
That's part of the problem, is the propaganda that gets up on social media that is complete hogwash, unproven.
Yeah.
And it contradicts, some of the stuff that actually is science fact.
Yeah.
You're never going to convince everybody, and, it would be nice to have a happy medium, but maybe not.
Right.
Anyhow, Brian, thank you so very, very much for spending time discussing these topics.
Absolutely. Thank you for inviting me.
Absolutely.
I totally appreciate it. You have any shout outs you want to give before you go?
I just want to give a shout out to my sis, Lori Dunham. She's in Texas right now. She's a little bit sick with that COVID stuff.
Oh, we didn't know that.
Yeah, and hope she gets better.
Well, our prayers are out
Send her a message, yeah.
Now I give a shout out to my mommy, my daughter Bree Bree, and my wife April.
Hey, shout out to Queen April. That's right.
And shout out to my Queen Silvy.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right.
You're the best. Thanks, Brian.
Peace.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.
Yes, our hearts and prayers go out for our good friend Lori Dunham down in Texas. I have to call my friend.
I had not heard that she was sick.
Mm-hmm,
I haven't seen her post for a while, so that
I'm gonna check on
maybe
Lori,
why.
and you keep your prayers out for her and everyone actually that's going through this. It's something else and very challenging for everyone, whether it's wearing the mask or getting the shot. And I'm not going there on this segment of Now You Know.
That debate's for another show. We don't have that much time.
And if we did, I'm not going there tonight. Not in the mood for that. But listen, I do want to thank everybody, and I do mean everyone.
Everybody.
You, all of you, for participating in Now You Know, for being here for Now You Know, for spreading the word for Now You Know, as well as the Queen Silvy Show. Listen, you can get yourself caught up on all of the segments. Like Pam said, it's been 7 weeks or so, and they're all available on the YouTube channel. Please spread the word and subscribe to the YouTube channel, The Queen Silvy Show.
I think it's important that they get a hold of and check up on the Now You Know segment so that they can keep up with You Are Not Alone and
relate
TeeLatrice
to the weekly questions as well. Those are fantastic. You're fantastic, Smooth.
And you're amazing.
Just wanted him to say that. I know I am amazing. I'm also supercalifragilistic, but
expialidocious, I suppose that's another story too.
I know. Well, listen, it's been great. It's been absolutely fabulous. It's been a totally terrific Thursday. I look forward to seeing you join us Tuesday for the Queen Silvy Show, where we have a great lineup of guests. Oh my gosh, flyers popping out tomorrow. You better check it out.
Indeed.
Check it out. And then we will see you next Thursday for more great segments on Now You Know with Queen Silvy and Smooth Tim. Follow Queen Silvy on all of your social media, everything. We are definitely Googleable on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok.
Watch how you say that, Queen.
Say what?
Googleable.
Smooth, how can you be followed?
You follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those social media sites. And again, the best way to get a hold of us, www.thequeensylvyshow.com.
That's right. Enjoy your evening, morning, or afternoon, wherever you are, depending on where you are in the world today. We look forward to joining you, giving you the best of live entertainment, talents, and topics until Tuesday.
Same Queen time, same Queen station.
Well, holla.
Is your child struggling in school? Are you feeling frustrated and don't know where to turn? Seek a virtual tutor at A Step Ahead Tutoring Services. Our missions are to tackle the academic challenges of all students and the emotional, mental, and behavioral changes that result from these challenges. In doing so, we fulfill the belief that we will improve our communities in the process. We provide the following services: one-on-one tutoring, test prep, editing and proofreading, and college counseling. All our tutors are online, so you don't have to worry about parking or opening your home to strangers. Your child can receive quality personalized instruction from the convenience of your own home. Even if you're traveling, you can take us with you. Our virtual services are limitless. Best of all, we work within your budget. Our rates are flexible and reasonable. Your wallet will thank us. What are you waiting for? Let us help your child today.